Morning, this is Kung Fu Dad, and we're going to do the third technique for Mila Jum here. And Dai Dai's going to fight some bad guys while we're doing this. So, let's start from the second technique where we just did this. Come over here. We had some trouble with the feet, but I'm not really going to worry about that right now. We'll come over this side. And we turn this hand over. It's like we're flapping our hands together like wings. We bring our feet together. So I bring my knee up, hands to the shoulders. My foot is pointing 45 degrees in that direction, to that corner of the room, and I push out. And then I turn to 45 degrees, drop, set up on this side, and I do the same thing on the other side. Breathe in, breathe out. Right.
Now what do we do?
That's the only technique we're going to do today. I set up on this side. Now you might ask, why would you do that? So if it's for health reasons, I guess you don't worry about it. You're pushing out your leg, you're pushing out both hands.
But if you do those moves very gently, then the bad guy can kill you. Okay.
That's right. That is right. So it's like, why are you doing this so slow? Why are you doing this so gently? Is this a real move? I'm just going to do it a couple more times, and then I'll show how I would interpret it in terms of like a martial thing. So I showed it a few times. Now obviously if I was actually going to use this in a fight or something, not that I get into a lot of fights, I would just throw the kick. I wouldn't, in the form, the kick is like this, right? But when you're fighting, it could be any kind of kick. It could be just a regular front kick where you kick with the ball of your foot, right? You could do it as a heel kick. You could come across like this. You can come over this way, right? The hands, okay, the hands I'm going like this. I'm pushing out. But if I'm using it in a fight, that doesn't mean I have to do that, right? I could block up here. I don't even have to do the whole move. I could block, kick, kick, and then I could hit, right? I could block and kick, and then I could hit. Or I could kick and hit, right? Or I can hit and then kick. You could do whatever you want, right? You could, I mean, I'm not one to kick high like that. You see that in movies, but I could kick low, right? I could heel kick low. I could, like, confuse you, grab your face, and kick in the groin, whatever. And then, oh, why are you doing it with two hands? Is it because you're fighting two bad guys like this? Okay, probably not. But if you're training, think about it. If you do 100 of these, and then you do 100 of these, right? It takes you twice as long. But if you're just if you're just getting it into your body, it's kind of more efficient to do both at the same time if you're just developing the muscles. And this is not a beginner's form, this is advanced form. So the idea is you would already know how to fight. And you'd already be like a master by the time you learn this form.
You know what I did to one bad guy? I poked him in the peenie.
Okay. Alright, another thing you can do with this is you can hold this position here. Think of it as like a yogic pose.
The bad guy was grabbing me, so I poked him in the belly.
Okay, then you turn, sit up. So another one, this one, you're blocking high and low. And I've actually used this in real life, not in a fight, but if I'm sleeping next to them, and they're kicking and stuff like that, just to fall asleep, I had to block both, because you have to block your groin and your face, like lying next to these kids, because if they kick around in their sleep. So here, there's one like real life. If you're a parent, and you still sleep next to your kids, and you notice you're getting hit here, and you're getting hit there, you can block both. Alright, so I showed that move. If you have any more questions on it, we could do it. Do more, but let's finish with breathing. So we breathe in, bring your hands together, breathe in. Up, out. Again. So work on that move. You don't need to know the whole form to get the benefits of internal Kung Fu. I call it Min Lai Jump. If you look at the moves, you might think it looks like Tai Chi. I don't really care what you call it. I'm going to call it Min Lai Jump. But you don't have to learn the whole form just to get the benefits of it. So work on that move. Do the breathing at the end.
Papa, look at me.
And try that for every day.
Papa,
Right.
look at me.
Like and subscribe. Yes. All right.